welcome back to my Bouncing Back from Baby video journal. This is my third installment. It's been a hectic couple of weeks since I've checked in. I've had friends and family visiting and helping out with the baby. But what's been really important for me is to still try to find time for myself to focus on my diet and focus on my exercise. So I'm happy to say I'm still being really successful with this weight loss journey so far. I have lost 36 pounds at this point, and so we're about the 6-week mark. Bailey just turned 6 weeks, and it's really been, aside from the nursing, focusing on my nutrition, I think. So if I had to give any advice or tell of my experience over this last 6 weeks or so, it would be definitely to focus on your diet, and that would be advice that I would give any client that I would work with. It's not all done with just exercise. Up to this point, I've primarily been walking and doing Pilates, like I stated in my last couple of videos. But right now, my exercise is low intensity. So most days of the week, I'm trying to do a 45-minute walk with baby to add some additional resistance. But, that's not going to be, sufficient in most cases to elicit significant weight loss. So my nutrition has really been, I think, the key piece for me. So just to give you a little insight, I hope this may be helpful for you. What I've tried to avoid primarily to address the health of the baby since I'm nursing are foods that are usually going to aggravate me and a lot of people. So soy and yeast and wheat, those are types of foods that can tend to just aggravate digestion with some people and with me as well. So as a result, I've cut out bread and I've cut out a lot of soy products, and I'm really focusing on just trying to get in complex carbohydrates, lean meats, and healthy grains and good fats. And so what that looks like, just as some general takeaway tips, are brown rice and quinoa and sweet potatoes. And when I say lean cuts of meat, it's chicken and fish and turkey. I know some people don't like to do red meat. I like red meat. So, an occasional lean ground beef patty is something else I'm integrating into my diet. And then vegetables that, don't bother me. So most vegetables, for most people, are going to be completely fine. So I have found, though, that there is a little confusion on what is an appropriate vegetable and what are vegetables. So a potato isn't necessarily going to count as a vegetable. That would count as a starch. And then some vegetables like peas and corn tend to be a little bit starchier. So if you're going to compose your meals, that would be something to think about as a carbohydrate component opposed to a vegetable component. But primarily, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to stay away from white foods, white rice, like I said, no bread, and white potatoes whenever possible, and just eating a clean diet, foods that are unprocessed, that are whole foods, has been really successful. And I think, post-pregnancy, general weight loss, trying to be healthy, I think those are the foods that not only help with weight loss, but also help with energy. And trust me, this is a time where I want to get my energy wherever I can take it. So that would be my suggestion. And as I transition into these next weeks, since I've been cleared to do pretty much whatever exercise I want at this point, I'm really going to try to start focusing on increasing my intensity of exercise. So I want to integrate some jogging into my walking now. So, with Fit4Life, our training style very much focuses on interval training, typically a higher intensity interval training. I'm not ready for that yet. So I'm going to start it off with some walking and some running combined, probably 2 minutes walking, 1 minute running, until I can get my body used to it. It's a far cry from where I used to be, but I think it's important for me to try to progressively increase the intensity level. The last thing that I want to focus on, or continue to focus on, like I've been saying from the start, is my core. And in Pilates, one of the exercises that I've been able to take away to be very helpful for me at this point are doing planks. And planks are just exercises where you're pretty much in a push-up position, and you try to draw your navel into your spine, have a nice tight core, and hold that position to just try to focus on the core and the lower back strength and engage those muscles. Anybody can do a plank. You can start off holding it for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, whichever is comfortable for you, and progressively add time. These are an exercise I did prior to pregnancy, and I found them to be extremely helpful now post-pregnancy, and it really focuses on those deep muscles of the abdomen. So my kind of takeaway and tips here from the last 6 weeks are clean, clean, clean diet. Start off with a core exercise that you can do anywhere that's really helpful, which is planks, and then starting to progressively increase the intensity of exercise. There are 2 ways to be effective with cardiovascular exercise: long duration, which is moderate or low intensity, or higher intensity and shorter duration. Those are the ways you have to do it. You can't do short duration and low intensity. So core work, increase your intensity of your exercise, and clean diet. So hopefully I can continue to have success and continue to check in here with you. I have 10 more pounds to go before I hit my goal weight, and maybe within the next month or so I can have some good news. All right, have a good one.